back to the Toy Insider's Mommy Says. Thank you so much to the Toy Insider for giving me this little corner of your YouTube channel every other week to talk about toys and things and parenting and stuff. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot by both viewers who are children and viewers who are adults on the Mommy and Gracie show is, which 18-inch doll should I get? So 18-inch dolls, right? We're talking American Girl, we're talking Journey Girls, we're talking Our Generation, and My Life, which is the line that they have at Walmart. And there are some other ones, but those tend to be the biggies. With, of course, American Girl being the biggie as far as price. And a lot of people ask me, you know, is it worth it? I mean, $115 for a doll. Is it worth it? And as a family that owns, I think, 16 of them now, keep in mind that a lot of that has to do with the fact that we have a toy review channel. And so, you know, going to American Girl and getting the Girl of the Year or the latest new historical doll or whatever is actually, you know, part of what we do for a living. Normal, you know, in the normal scope of things, if we weren't a toy review channel, Gracie would probably have maybe four or five American Girls, which is still a lot, but she really does like them. But the answer to my question, having just told you that we have 16 of them, and I just got my own Julie, American Girl Julie, because I wanted my own, because she's from the 70s. The answer to my question is going to surprise you. My answer is Journey Girls or Our Generation before American Girl. And in particular, I am a huge fan of the Toys R Us line, which is Journey Girls. Our Generation you can get at Target, and they're made by a company called Batat Toys. And Our Generation dolls are gorgeous. And all of my Our Generations, unfortunately for this video, I do have an Our Generation collection, and they're actually still in storage, which I am going to show to you today a comparison between the Journey Girls from Toys R Us, because they're the ones I have in my hands, which are $39.99, and American Girl dolls, which are $115. And I'm going to kind of go through what the differences are and why I tend to go for the less expensive doll, and it's not because they're less expensive. So first I'm going to show you, this is Leah Clark. She is this year's American Girl, Girl of the Year doll. Sorry, step back there, sweetie. So Leah has a whole story. So that's one thing, you know, the American Girl thing, each doll, you know, they have a book. Unless they're the Truly Me dolls, which are the ones that look just like your child, unless your child has red hair and brown eyes, in which case, so sorry. Or if your child has short hair. If your daughter has a pixie cut, she's out of luck on that front with dolls as well. Anyway, just saying. But, but you know, the Girl of the Year has a book and accessories and a whole story, and then she gets a movie and everything. And then the historical dolls, which are now called the Be Forever dolls, right? Is that what they're called, Leah? I think so, yeah. They have, you know, a whole book, a series of books, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's a lot that goes on there, but really most kids are just getting the doll, and she's $115. So here is $115 Leah Clark, and here is $39.99 Michaela from Journey Girls. So there you go. There you go. Okay. So what are the differences? Well, one of the first differences is, let's take a look at their faces. Hello. Now, facial color, the facial colors vary on Journey Girls as well. They have different ethnicities, etc. Michaela just happens to be a caramel blonde-haired girl with fair skin and blue eyes. And Leah Clark is a sort of caramel skinned color girl with really cool brown hair with golden highlights. And what color are your eyes? Blue, sort of hazily blue. So there are the faces. So one of the reasons that I like Journey Girls better is I just happen to like the faces better. Let's get a close-up. I'm ready for my close-up. And this is definitely just a preference thing. The American Girls, there are different facial molds. I mean, I happen to think in particular Leah has a really, really, really cute facial mold. I think she's got a sort of rounder face and a little bit more dimpled look, and I like her lips better than I've liked some other ones. But I happen to like the Journey Girl facial mold a little bit better. One of the bigger differences that the American Girls do have sleep eyes. So when they lay down, oops, one of her eyes is not sleeping. When they lay down, okay, their eyes close. Journey Girls do not have that feature. Just an FYI. You could lay her down all you want. She's just going to stare at the ceiling, kind of like me. And the other sort of bigger difference is the bodies. So if you will excuse me, Michaela, I'm going to expose your back for everyone to see. It's okay, you just did it in another video. I know. Okay, so on the Journey Girls dolls, their bodies are plastic, and then the stuffing starts down here. So when you put her in a strapless gown, a tank top, a spaghetti strap gown, or whatever, you've still got the plastic body. Whereas on the American Girl dolls, their bodies start being their cloth. Here we go. Sorry, their cloth right up, starting underneath their neck. So her chest and her back are cloth, and then only her arms are the plastic. So it looks a little funky. And I happen to really like to dress up my dolls, and I like really fancy dresses and stuff, so that's kind of a thing for me. I'd like to show you two other a comparison between two others. This is, we call this doll Rebecca. She was the closest thing to Gracie that we could get at American Girl. She is what is now called a Truly Me doll. At the time, they were called Just Like You. She used to have, and this is one of my issues with the American Girl plastic, she used to have very fair skin, more similar, a little bit more tan than Michaela. Michaela's actually very fair, but definitely closer to this. But we've had her now for about 5 years, and one of the things that we're experiencing with our American Girl dolls is that the skin, the plastic changes color over time, especially if your daughter plays with them outside. And there's videos about this on YouTube, and, you know, there's like, you know, people, real serious collectors who are like, well, it's because you didn't take care of your doll, blah, blah. And I'm like, because she's a toy, she's gonna go, you know, she's gonna go to Disney with us, and she's gonna go play in the backyard and all that kind of stuff. So that to me has been really upsetting, that, you know, a doll that was $115 and started out with skin, more my skin color, is now starting to look like she's been to the bad orange tanning salon. So that's a disappointment as well. The other thing that I find is that over time, the American Girl doll hair gets funny. So her hair is getting really dry. And I don't have that problem with the Journey Girl dolls. So once again, I'm kind of like, I paid $39.99 for a doll, and the hair is still gorgeous. I paid $115 for the doll, and the hair is like a disaster. So I want to show you now. This was, this is from the Journey Girls 2-pack. Alana and I can't remember the other girl's name. So the 2-pack was $99, so a little bit more expensive. In this case, the doll's hair definitely has more highlights and variation than you will normally see in a Journey Girls. Normally the Journey Girl hair is a little bit more sort of less highlighty. But I wanted to show you that the amount of hair on this doll and the texture of the hair. I mean, look at these beautiful curls, and I'm running my fingers through it, and I've dressed her and undressed her, and she's been on the shelf, so she's probably got dust in her hair, and it's still beautiful. Her hair is still silky. I've taken the bow out. I've put the bow back in. And she has like so much hair and it's so silky, and I don't find that it gets frizzy when I do things to it. Whereas, and I've had that doll since December. I got this doll last week at American Girl. This is the Girl of the Year. She's $115. She has so much less hair. Like when I touch her head, I can feel that there is so much less to this wig and the volume of hair. And this hair isn't even as curly as the Journey Girl's hair. And you can see as I'm running my fingers through it, I'm already hitting snags and knots, and it's not even curly hair. And I swear within an hour of us taking her out of the box, and all we did was kind of walk around New York, we rode on a fast elevator, I don't know, that made her hair get all messy. Her hair started to get sort of frizzy. And you'll see there's a lot of, I'm trying to see if I can catch it, but there's a lot of like little hairs sort of starting to stick up already. It's starting to get frizzy. And the doll is like, at this point, maybe she's 2 weeks old, okay? And her hair's already starting to get the American Girl frizz, is what I call it. And meanwhile, this doll I've had since Christmas, and there's very little in the way of frizz, and she has so much more hair going on. And so that to me that's kind of a really big deal. Like I love to do things with my doll's hair, and I love to dress the dolls. Like I love to dress them up and stuff. So their hair tends to get mussed when you dress them up and you undress them and you do all that stuff. And then if that's gonna make their hair get frizzy and nasty, well, that's not really very fun, is it? So I know that a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, and I do love American Girl dolls. I love the American Girl store. I love the clothes. I have to say the clothes are amazing, and we have so many outfits for the American Girl dolls. Some of them fit Journey Girls or our generation, and some of them don't because their bodies are stuffed a little bit differently. Sometimes you can make it work, sometimes you can't. But my answer to you is if you have to make the choice, go with the Journey Girls or the Our Generation. I'll try when we get my Our Generations out of storage. I'll do another video where I do the comparison. Your daughter might get mad, or son, because they really, you know, it's the name. You know, American Girl has a certain cachet about it, right? And so if they want an American Girl for their birthday, if they want an American Girl doll, and you give them a Journey Girl doll, you might get your head bitten off. But at the same time, over time, they might find that they like the Journey Girl doll better if they have both. Or they could be like my daughter, who doesn't seem to see the difference that I see and prefer what I prefer. But it's just my 2 cents. It's just what mommy says this week. Thank you so much to the Toy Insider for sharing this little corner of your YouTube channel with me. I hope this was helpful to parents who are trying to kind of make a decision between, you know, what's the difference between these 18-inch dolls and, you know, should I leap into this American Girl thing? And maybe if you're trying to make that decision, leap into Journey Girls or Our Generation first before you get on the American Girl train. Because once you get on the American Girl train, it's a lot hard to get off. I'm telling you that. That's for darn sure. So thank you everybody so much. Please subscribe to the Toy Insider so you never miss a review or a video or anything like that. And also make sure you check out thetoyinsider.com because every day there's new reviews of toys that are really, really helpful to parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles who are trying to make decisions about toys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Mike will be here next Monday with Mike Says. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!